Alright, what's up everybody? Real quick, I'm not gonna take up too much time. I'm not really worried about anybody jumping on, because I know people got things going. I'm just doing this because I got a little time. Uh, got some things on my mind. Hope y'all can hear me. It's hot. I'm down in Atlanta, Georgia, and just kind of took a break and been listening to a lot of different people that I subscribe to. And not just today, like all the time, and just kind of get my thing together, get my mind together, get my thoughts together, because without giving up too much information on what I have learned and am learning, what I'm, just seeing out in the world on my observation, and I'm a very strict observationist. Just kind of want to share some of my thoughts. Can y'all hear me? If you can hear me, shoot me a 1. That way, just want to know if I can be heard. Appreciate you. Yeah, so just kind of wanted to come on real quick because I'm seeing like a lot of a lot of confusion in the world from people who have had all these, or do have all these. Thank you, Elizabeth. Big up to Elizabeth. Like I said, I understand if y'all jump off here, y'all got things to do. I'm not going to try to bore you with too much. But, I think back to when I first started this Third Eye Cam page. It wasn't to look up at the sky. I had some really heavy thoughts on my mind, but I don't think that I was ready to speak about it, nor I don't think God was ready for me to speak about it. I'm from North Carolina. You can see my shirt representing them Panthers. So that, based on that, just saying that, I'm from North Carolina. If y'all don't know, I reside in VA off and on, between VA and North Carolina. But I have some serious thoughts on my mind, and it's really, I'm not the talking type. If y'all haven't figured it out, a lot of my videos, I do what I do, say what I say about what I see, and keep it moving and edit it. Rarely do I like to go on live. I've had live for a while, but I think I'm gonna just speak on something real quick and then just get off of it, because I won't do too many of these. Like I said, I'm taking a break from my job, headed down to Albany, Georgia. But the thoughts that are on my mind, and I'm not gonna get too deep into it. I'm just want to, God, I wouldn't know where to begin. I don't mind stepping on toes, because this whole world has been really unfair to a lot of us, regardless of color, regardless of creed, race, gender, what have you. And, first and foremost, big up to YouTube for letting us have this platform. I understand that there's a lot of censorship still going around. So with that being said, I'm not going to try to be too far left out of pocket, because there's already enough of that going on. Didn't come here to bring any kind of like chaotic news. I know a lot of people thrive on that, but I'm gonna give my critiques on critical situations, injustice situations, and then just hit y'all with some enlightenment as best I can. I'm not the pastor type, or I give good encouragement, but I haven't done this in a while, since my military days. So with that being said, all right, here we go. So the things that are disparaging to me, that we all see in the news and in the world, is the way the world is unraveling as it is. And it seems like everyone from the highest to the lowest position are out of control, is out of control, want to get out of control, don't care. And it seems like a whole lot of sabotagery going on, where just like people see somebody reaching higher, whether it be knowledge or just because they got something that you don't have, that you tend to want to take them down, shut them down. But that's that. Honestly, I'm gonna try to get through this as best I can. I have a barrage of thoughts on my mind, and sometimes I have to slow my mind down to get to that point. And it's okay, like if nobody jumps on, everybody decides to jump off, I get it. I'm cool. I'm gonna still keep talking. You can review this later. But I'm just putting this out without being as colorfully metaphoric as I can, maintaining my balance and my calm, and not being emotional, but being logical, common sense, and direct, concise, and pragmatic about the situations that I'm gonna hit topics on. And again, I said, like, I'm not going to keep this too long. So okay, so first and foremost, when I started this whole Third Eye Cam page, it wasn't to say, ooh, we look up at the sky. You know, that's something that caught my attention along the way before the whole page, and I said, you know, I'll put that up just because that's interesting. I've never seen the sky look the way it looks. Now, I'm not going to dwell on the sky thing. I got other topics I'm going to hit on. That's just the outstart since this page started out with that. I started seeing things in the sky that didn't belong, or in our lifetime, we've never seen them. They belong there because according to some ancient history books that were scattered, burned, hidden, these planetoid situations, asteroids, moonoids, geoids have been here before. All right, so enough about that. I guess these things are like world changers. They kind of just change how the world is sculpted as the generations change. Aside from that, what we're witnessing here is something that is rare, and I would like for you all that are not big up Dane. A lot of y'all that are not really aware or don't believe, like us people that keep watching the sky, like something is upon the sky. If I will admonish you to go over to Planet X Hunters page, and that's Dave out in the UK, not the real fake Planet X Hunter on the west coast of America. I kind of shut that guy down because he was trying to destroy me on the slick and destroy Dave, and I put him to a halting grind because I don't play. First and foremost, I don't have time to play with people who are indulged in foolishness. It's just not a part of me. As much as I like to cut up and hang out with people, when I get a chance, I don't get to hang out with my people too much or anybody too much because life is just kind of chaotic right now. When I do get that, I make sure that I, you know, have a good laugh with my people, because you never know when that's going to be your last time seeing them or their last time seeing you. And, you know, we talk about our topics. But go over to Nibiru Followers Anonymous's page, Planet X Hunters page. Of course, y'all seen my page. A few other people, Marcel, Jesus Christ, I'm sorry, my dude. Brittany Has Eyes. My man Lacrombe. Go over to their pages. Look, anybody else that I can't think of right now, like sometimes when I start doing these videos, my mind gets into a spin. It takes a lot for me to slow my mind down because I'm always constantly having thoughts. So all my peoples that I deal with, that y'all come across, watch their pages. At this point, things are starting to look very consistent in the sky. Like I said, I'm not going to go on this planet deal, but I need to get this behind me so I can move on to my other topic. But I've been showing y'all consistency. I've had a lot of people curse me out, tell me I'm on drugs, and I'm not on drugs. Y'all can pretty much see in my face. I like the way my brain works. I've always liked the way my brain works, so you're just going to find coffee and yoo-hoo in my system. And the people that I love in my attitude. Of course, I love all my subscribers because, like, it takes a group, as they say, birds of a feather flock together. A lot of people that have the same common interests will dwell together to get through a situation. I don't do things for show and fun. I've enjoyed that throughout my life. Like, literally, I've been a DJ as a teenager, in college, in the military. You know, I've just enjoyed a plethora of people around the world. So I'm not the type of person that wants to be center stage. I like to kind of just be in the moment with people and enjoy. So I'm not one that says, hey, come look at me, as I pat my back and watch what I do and see how I do it and all eyes on me. No, I want all us to witness things together, because that's a beautiful thing. When you're witnessing something that's very unique. Whatever's happening around this earth, whether it's a round earth, a flat earth, a potato earth, a pear earth, or a donut earth with a hole in the center, I just know that a lot of people lied along the way and they tripped a whole lot of generations up that don't know the truth, because the people that came before them probably set up creeds and manifestos and armistices to hide the truth from the people, because they found out that, like, everybody found the truth, and the people that are in charge, who would need them? Like, who wants to deal with you when you got people that or beings that are above your head? I would say that everything on earth has been reverse engineered, from our jets to our choppers to our cars, smartwatches, Bluetooths, phones, iPads. Everything that we have in technology came from an ancient world. And that's why I always call, like, everything that y'all call the past, I call the future. And tomorrow that we don't see, I call it the past, because we're getting further away from God until he comes back, or we just, everything feels far away from God and too close to what people would call the devil. You know, so be it, whatever. Just, I know people going to pick and choose their sides. That's fine. If you want to be on the side with the Satans, the fallen angels, that's on you. If you don't like the one true God that created the heavens and the earth that they speak about in the Bible, that's on you. If you think the Bible's a fairy tale, that's on you. If you think everything is fake and we live in a holographic world and you're trapped in your little mindset because you're comfortable and you're not doing no research, that's on you. What I will say is, like, if you're not participating in really trying to prove to people that something unusual is going on. Now, if somebody's paying you off, that's well and fine. I'll scrape you off the wall. I'm cool with that. I'm that type of dude. Look at this. I don't play around. You know what I'm saying? Mark my words. I do not play around. I'm not a threat. I'm a promise. Especially because I'm not working for me no more. I'm working for God. You know, I don't have time to increase myself, because there's nothing there without God, first and foremost. I'm from the South. Anybody that can identify with being from the South knows that we're close to, we just get brought up a different way from, like, what I would call us in the city. And nothing wrong with the city. I think the cities is beautiful, but I know the South, you know what I'm saying? Especially in America. I've been around the world. I've been to different continents, but I know the South. Anything south of the Mason-Dixon line. This year has been a very tough year for a lot of y'all, and I get it, but we don't like it. It's been rough, man. Just trying to deal with, trying to maintain, trying to live, and like, you see everything around you just going to sugar honey iced tea, and people making you trying to drink that sugar honey iced tea. If y'all get my word, you don't want to deal with that, you know. Feel free to chat in the line, you know, have conversations with each other, but people just making life really hard for nothing because they can. A lot of people are in a position of power right now, and they think it's going to last forever. And a lot of us that's struggling right now, it ain't gonna last forever for us that's struggling. This is just a test. All this is just a test to see who you with, who are we with, where your focus is. This is like the last hoorah. And I said it, you know, ever since the pandemic came in, I was like, 2020 is us seeing what's coming at us. 2020 vision, right? 2021 is for those that get a one-up to get a one-up on everybody. 2022 is when every mountain will be laid low, every trough and crescent even out. This is where you can literally see your enemy coming at you on the battlefield. And Lord knows if I've had my share of dealing with the enemy that came at me and wasted pretty much my whole year, and then he caused other people to follow up behind him, and they pursued me and literally lied on me. But that's a story for another day. When I cover that, that's going to be a national deal. But you know, anyways, drop my arm. Gathering my thoughts. 2023, just like the Trinity, that's going to be that year. Next year is going to be that year where if whatever side you've chosen, that's where you're going to stay. If you've chosen to be on the low, your energy is going to remain there. I really feel that. If you're choosing to do the better things in life, like, you know, chase whatever good spirits there are, not be carnal, not be of the world, but really focus on who they call, what they call God. I'm talking about the real one true God, not all these false gods that everybody's chasing. I don't, if they're in existence, I don't choose to want to deal with them. I'm only dealing with the one true most God that created the heavens and the earths, who controls everything. Some people don't believe in that. You know, I get astounded when I look at some people's videos and they do all this like sacred geometry and all this chaos drawn on pictures that, yo, what's up, Dane? That everybody draws confusion off of. And like, I see a lot of people tiptoeing around God, and I get really irritated. But there's a calm, because I'm like, okay, for all y'all that are disrespectful, irritating, you know, or just tipping around God, pretending like God ain't God, and you're chasing all these false deities. Hold up. Big up to my frat brothers, Iota Phi Theta Fraternity Incorporated, founded September 1963. Big up to Virginia State University, about to have a homecoming this weekend. That's one of the schools of the HBCUs that I really like. Big up to Dr. Kuno, that's my homie. Okay, so, get myself back on track. Just whoever you choose to hang out with or give your energy to, whether it be a good entity or a bad entity or the most true high God, stick with that when the weights start coming down next year. This whole world is about to go into a severe change. If you're looking at the news, people who you thought had it together that are sitting in the high circle offices, the squared offices, and I'm being funny on purpose to pick a shape. You pick that shape, you know what I'm talking about, the triangle offices, the premiers and the omegas. These people's power structures are about to come down because they've ran their time. The most true high gave them their time, and their time is up, and it's cool. They had their time. Things are about to change. And I'm not gallivanting over the same stories that everybody else is going over. Something severe is about to happen. Like, honestly, if y'all see me looking up when I point my cameras up, it's not for fun. I'm trying to figure out these cloud patterns that I keep seeing. My all-seeing eye. There's another eye, that holy cross that's composed of asteroids and moons. Like, have you ever seen anything form a straight line that makes a cross? That is of intelligent control. I've never seen anything like that. What else? Yeah, that little all-seeing eye that I keep seeing, it's got a big dark planet behind it. Because those planets kept telling as they came across the sky from west to east every day when I couldn't figure it out. At some point it hit me as the light of the sun hit these bodies coming through, and I realized that the sun is not 93 million miles away. And I'm sorry if I hurt anybody's feelings. Don't try to cut my feed, please. And I don't say please to anybody unless I love you. If I don't like you, I don't say please. The people need to hear this. These planets, when y'all see all this weird chaos in the sky and y'all can't really explain it, and y'all are calling them entities, yes, they're entities. They're planetoid entities. They're machines integrated with rock, I think, asteroids. They're under intelligent control. They'll probably have their own thrust vectors. Because if I was an advanced species, I would set it up just like that. Just like us driving vehicles are probably some kind of god to any kind of insects looking at us. Like, if they don't understand that, and insects probably understand what God is more than we do. They have their intuition and instincts. But I'm just saying, we have our limited tools. We've been allowed to evolve aside from animals and insects. So y'all get where I'm coming from with that. It's in the science books. But what I'm getting at is, like, when I look up in the sky, and I don't Photoshop, I promise you I don't. Not me. No, I like bringing truth. I like justice. I don't like all this pretending crap. I don't reach for stuff. So all my videos that you've seen have been things that I've caught that I was not looking for, and it blew me away. And that's why I think I've been chosen by the most true high God or somebody to get this information out, because all this stuff ain't aliens, ALIENS. I think it's ELIAN, aliens. And it makes sense, because in the Bible it says God's name is El, electricity, Elohim. Why does God's name start with El? I mean, he's called by many names, but L, electricity, light, and it makes sense. And then we're seeing all this, these situations. If you're paying attention, and I got enough equipment to where I just like literally, because I'm not caught up on my phone and caught up by distractions. I got video games, but I don't even play them no more. I got a big old 70-inch TV. I don't even like really barely watch it, and it works perfectly. But like, I'm not saying that to say, oh, he big. I'm saying like I got this stuff from my younger years before I started processing what I'm processing now, and I mostly got that from my children, so that when they play their video games, they wouldn't have to squint at the TV, things of that nature. And the video games was for them. I kind of stopped my video games a long time ago, like over a decade. If I get interested in something, I'm interested in it. But the things that I have always loved, is learning, looking up at the sky. And I'm just kind of coming into my own this past 15 years, probably a little bit more, where I've gotten really strict. And, big up to the United States Marine Corps for that. Not trying to put one above any other, but that organization taught me how to discipline myself a lot more. And I was already disciplined because my father was Army. So because I was born in that military thought process, I always loved the fact that, the Army was the Army, and the Army is a good deal. And then because I seen that all my life, I wanted to go a different route. I could have went Air Force and Navy, but I chose Marines because, I was a little wild kid to a degree, not like out of control, just like I'm a daredevil, and Marines will give you that challenge. So that's why I went that route, and it put me in check, and I enjoyed it. But aside from that, that discipline that came with that gave me a lot of focus, way a lot more than I've ever had, and I still strive every day for more focus. And then I guess during that Saturn and Jupiter conjunction, a lot of brain sharpened really steeply. But with these planetoids and asteroids, moonoids, and geoids coming across the sky from west to east every day between 18 hours and every 14 hours, and looking at them, forcing that across the sun, made me more aware that the sun is in the Earth's geographic. All right, yeah, Paul's in the Army. That's what's up, Dane. Big up to the military, man. I mean, everybody's had their goods and bads, but the military has been an awesome tool for those that pay attention and still use it. Big up to them, man, because like, not just because I served, even before I served, those people put themselves on the line. I've watched my father go in and out of my life, and I missed him a lot. We didn't get to connect a lot of times because he was out doing his due diligence for the military, for America. And I really had no problem going into what I went to, whether it been Army, Air Force, Navy, Coast Guard, Space Force now, and Marines. Like, I still would have enjoyed, but I really enjoyed the route I took because it allowed me to see the world for one, and it made me more humble. Going to war made me more humble, even if some of it was sold on the lie, I didn't like it. But now it gave me the mindset to understand and grasp the concept of how the world works in conjunction and apart from one another. It's all controlled. What's the word? It's the order of life, circle of life. It's sad sometimes, but it's a part of the circle of life. But I hope I'm not scattershot talking with y'all. I'm not trying to keep it. Amen, Dane. Humble is a clutch to God. That's right. I'm not trying to bore y'all with any conversation. I'm just, really just kind of putting it out there because, like I said, when I started Third Eye Campaign, it was initially for me to have thoughts on my mind. But then this guy stuff started coming across. I was already taking pictures. I really didn't narrate. This is the most I've talked, like, a lot. I don't really talk too much. I kind of say what I got to say and keep moving. And I keep everything staccatoed, like music, keeping it short and concise and keep moving. But as time goes on, I'll have more choice words. This is like my second video. I deleted the first one. That was a test. I think I'm going to leave this one up because I'm kind of sitting still and I don't have any distractions. Like I said, the first one was a test, but just whatever's happening to the world, be with your loved ones. If you got anybody that you want to patch anything up with, just be the bigger person. if you got people that love you, don't mislead them. Just really take the time to talk to them. Communication is key. Talk to your peoples, and especially if you're a family member and you have done somebody wrong, talk to them. I got family members that I ain't jiving with, but I love them. I got some family members that ain't jiving with me, but I hope they love me. If not, then that's between them and their heart and God. But I don't have time to take any of that stuff to my grave. Tomorrow's not promised, as we always say to one another. Just try to love your peoples and look out for them. Any enemies that you feel are not your real enemies, just go patch things up with them. Because I got a lot of dead homies that I fought with back in high school that I really miss to this day, because they were good to me. We were good to each other, but we were all alphas, young little Thundercats, and we challenged each other, fought with each other. And I never got to tell them how much I appreciated them. There were people that I couldn't get along with. I never really got to tell them how much I appreciated them. And I prefer to say it to them face to face. I got a few homies I need to literally go grab them, give them a big old hug, who probably think that I'm still in my teenager mindset. But the guy that left my hometown, that guy evolved from a caterpillar to a butterfly. And I haven't seen these people since I left, because they got their careers, their families. I got, what I got going on, and everybody's busy right now trying to keep up with the pace of life in the world. I hope y'all can hear me. Like I said, I'm just kind of rambling, not ranting, both a little bit. But I will tell y'all, I honestly appreciate all of you all who do watch my videos, and not because you watch my videos, I encourage you to watch everybody else's videos that are along our wavelength, that are trying to figure out what's going on with our world, that other people are subverting, that don't want us to understand what's going on, because they want to keep us in a sheeple position, when it was never given them to take charge of us. They kind of just came in and stole a whole lot, and then turned around and kicked us in the butt and told us we were nothing. I will tell you one deal I'm having problems with is that I've had a lot of run-ins with a lot of Confederate people since I moved to Virginia, and that was 7 years of hell. And it was a high-end insult to me, because being a Marine, I'm a little bit high-strung. I don't need people to respect me, but what I need is your cooperation, because I'm a warrior deal. I know that I can die, I know that I can get hurt, but don't put me in a position where I'll have to get after you, because once that dog gets off the chain, I'm not gonna put it back on the chain. You're gonna be in trouble. You straight up gonna be in trouble. But I love everybody just the same, unless you make yourself my direct enemy and you threaten those that I love. Then you got a whole nother problem. And for that, a lot of people say, "Oh, you're crazy," and I'm like, "Yeah, I am crazy. I'm very sane and laid back. I'm one of the best friends you'll ever have in this life, because I'm very loyal, and I'm the type of person that'll give you the shirt off my back, except for my Panther shirt." just kidding. Nah, just kidding. I'm the type of person that reaches to my wallet and give you. Like I said, I still got people I owe money to. They about to get that. I don't want to take that to my grave. I have no problem saying that. I'm at the point in my mind where if I didn't have children, there's really no purpose for me to want to live on this planet. But I know I'm going through a lesson. I'm going through a lecture. I'm going through an experience. I don't know what my soul was before. But we all are more than just our carnal flesh. We are way more than that. We are not this crude matter. We are not this. Whatever we are is all contained in our temple, in our pineal gland, our third eye. And hence, that's why I call myself Third Eye Cam, because I'm using my third eye to see around me with the use of a camera. Easy. Trying to find my other thoughts. Like I said, this ain't gonna be too long. I'm not really in a position, because my mind is ready to go. I got work to do, but I just kind of want to take a break and come on and chat with y'all. Let me see. Let me check my clock. Yep, I said I was gonna give myself an hour. I'm down to 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. But as time goes and I get more comfortable with this live thing, I'll get more in depth. And once I get my computer going, because last time I tried to go live on my computer, because I kind of wanted to scour over some pictures that didn't make it to my other videos, and I was having buffering issues. I don't think, maybe somebody didn't want me to go there because I actually had everything set up. But this time around, once other than the phone, I'll be doing that. Oh, it's been 30 minutes. Okay, cool. Yeah. But look, go make your wrongs right, because like time is nigh, as in now. Like even now I'm looking at an asteroid pass over the treetops, and that's down south here in Atlanta. I know when I left Virginia yesterday, it was cloudy. I think these storms that we're having, I'm talking about this 500-year storm, is influenced by these geoids, asteroids, geoids, moonoids, planetoids that are coming across the Earth. And also I noticed, like, when this thing first started, I broke my leg in 2017, I started seeing this thing run across the sky. Like, this is Earth, they were running across the sky real violent, right? I think, however this is working out, everything has synced up as far as orbits. If everything is moving out in space, Earth, these phenomenon, the sun, the moon, because I think we're in the heliogeocentric universe. Everything is starting to sync up with each other now. For all we know, Earth is probably being grouped with these planetoids. I really feel that sometimes. There are volcanoes that hadn't gone off in 300, 900,000 years that are just erupting. Oceans being pulled away from beaches in different countries. I started seeing the moon rise up in the southeast and set in the northwest. That was weird for me, because I track stuff like that. Like, other than just observation, I've tracked and had the training to track the movement of the sun. And on top of that, I read books. I actually pick up books, and I got books with me, because I'm coming into my own with wanting to know why, who, what, when, where, and why, and how, and why does it keep persisting. And I'm getting my answers slowly but surely. So I'm just kind of trying to share all that with you all as we go along. Not my observations, but the observations. I don't have time to add nothing to it, take nothing away. I'm just going to give it to you as is. I don't want to put myself in that position and be held accountable for that debacle. All right. I'll tell you what, I'm going to come back on here later. I'm going to gather my thoughts some more, but I just wanted to hang out with y'all for a minute. I appreciate all 5+ of y'all that sat with me these 33 minutes and counting seconds. Please come back. I won't try to bore you. We're going to get more exciting, because I don't like to, you know, my problem is I don't like to do videos while I'm sitting, because I can take my phone and walk around and really, I like to be outside. I'm an outside person. This is too closed in for me, but I'm kind of beating the heat. And I got to get back going with what I'm doing. So, big up to all y'all. Big up to all y'all. We'll make this more interesting as time goes, once I get my things set up, and like some point, hopefully we can all like get on together and actually talk to each other. That's how I really want it. I want, you know, bring your criticism, negative and or positive, and we'll just make it happen and have fun with it, but also teach each other. This ain't nothing to rat on anybody. I'll put it like this: when I'm looking up at the sky, and this is to all the persons in office, in power. See, I got my pawn in my hand. I like to play chess, so I got my little chess piece up here. It helps me think. When I'm looking up at the sky, I'm not looking for man-made objects. I'm not looking for anything man-made to come across. You all just get caught up in my path. I'm looking at heavenly situations, because I've always loved the sky. If it was up to me, y'all, I could fly like Superman, or I grow wings. I love heights. I love to fly. I want to be an astronaut. I want to be a pilot, all that good stuff. So the best thing I can settle for is Superman in my mind. You know what I mean? Short of being one of God's angels, however that's going to work. But when I'm looking up at the sky, I don't have time to ponder on what men got going on. So if I notice I'm getting these contrail videos or definitions under my videos, you keep getting in my way. I'm looking at the sun. I'm focused on why the sun has cloudy shadows passing behind it that turn out to be planets, and the same for the moon. Y'all can't see me at night, but when I see it at night, you know, I put those videos up. I watch this stuff at night. I got night vision. Can't knock me for that. I got my regular cameras. I got more than one camera. And I will continue to get better equipment. But like you all specifically that are in power, your time is up. You cannot, you will not so say I, but so says the Heavenly Father. Your time is up. You can't block what's being shown to us. You all have lied enough. I know it's going to impede your money. I don't care about your money. Render to Caesar what is Caesar's. All right? You all are not following the rules that were set forth because you all made the Bible a fairy tale where it says, you know, use the land for 7 years and give it rest for land. Y'all have overused Gaia. You're killing the earth. They try to tell y'all in Avatar. They tried to squeeze the first Avatar. They tried to squeeze the entire way the world went into Avatar between the indigenous little blue monkeys that they so spoke about to taking the resources out the land. And don't nobody feel funny about that because that was in the movie. They took the resources out the land. They were trying to kill, what was it called, Pandora? And they would give it the name Pandora, and it would be near a Jupiter-looking planet. So that's all symbolism. That can be covered just by your sheer research. But a lot of what the earth is going through is a lot of religion that was taken from people who established it a long time ago, and the people that got here, you know, it was new to them, so they took it and ran with it and they flipped the script, turned the whole thing to something else, and got everybody in confusion. But these planetoids coming back with these aliens on it that y'all call aliens, the people that y'all been beating up on the planet just because you want to remain in power, all that crap is about to be over like yesterday. It's done. Alright? So really y'all are just the ashes of an old world that passed from the time it started or began, as far as America is concerned, in 1492, carried on until 1775, and they ended in 2019. 1619 to 2019, you do the math, 400 years, can't help you, but that's the way it was set up. Above and beyond my thought process, because I always tell people, man, if I was God, this would be over quick, but God got his reasons. I think in my emotional state, I've gone through a lot. I've dealt with a lot of people that put me through hell unnecessarily and then cut me off, had no conversation for me, called me ugly names when they the ones that pulled the plug on my operation. And my operation was fair and square. I just wanted to get educated. But now I understand why God didn't allow me to get educated in that timely manner to get my degree, because I should have had my PhD. I'm still driving truck for the moment. But school is still an option, and school will be completed. And it's going to be on a new thought process. I got a lot of people that tell me I'm crazy. A lot of people that I've spoken to about what we seen in the sky, oh man, they looked at me like I was just like left field. And then I get these little yoo-hoos who are probably robotic programs that come on and tell me those are just clouds, and like my little mean evil side could reach back like the power of Thor, Superman, and Hulk and put them to sleep. You know what I mean? Like, get out of here with that. We ain't got time for you. In my New York voice, get out of here, Shay. Yeah, Shay. One of my favorite gangster voices. But nah, I mean, like, seriously, the time of game is over. Games is over. The world is about to, whether you like it or not, the world is about to change into something that you've never witnessed before. Y'all think that y'all have been living from the time that we've been born? You have not been living. The earth has actually been dead, calm. I think the earth is starting to liven back up. I think these planetoids that are showing up, earth was a part of it. Earth got cast away from it because, according to the Bible, Satan was cast down to the earth. So I think the earth had to be ejected away from those planetoids that we're seeing, and now we're starting to kind of rejoin it. And I think for the 3,600 years that it did pass by was the earth being jump started. And that's why a lot of the technology and a lot of people that the remnants of echelons and buildings that are up are of beings that left the planet and went to, you know, those planetoids or elsewhere, other than the ones that died off. You know, they're saying that like the Mayans disappeared overnight. There's a reason for that. All right. There's a reason for that. All right, so we're gonna talk more. I just got to get my steam about me. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it. It's been what, 40 minutes with y'all. Man, I appreciate y'all that stuck it out with me. Like I said, I'm gonna make it more interesting. Whatever God brings me, we're gonna talk about. But I have a lot of people that I really love and respect. My love is not shallow. It's not like just for the moment. I promise you it ain't. Because I think my thought process lately, since I started growing up, is like, how would God love? How would God give? I want to be just like that. You know, I want to emulate God as best I can, and cast off my human deficiencies and failures, because I hate failure. I hate being not taken serious. I hate being played for a fool when I speak, because I really don't speak much to a lot of people, but when I speak and it's serious, I don't have the tone or the vernacular vocabulary to make things all dramatical. I just say it how it is. I'm a Ram. I'm an Aries, born in April, so I use my head. I'm brash. I'm blunt. What comes out of my mouth is sharp. I have to play nice a lot. I'm a tiger. That's my characteristic. The reason why I speak about that, because everybody around you that is born in a different year, is born in a different month out of the 12 months of the year, their characters fall in sync with whatever those zodiacs are. They can't say they don't, because they do. I've been around the world enough to know, regardless if they were speaking English or a different language, I can see that characteristic. And the type of person I am, you can come around me, you don't even have to say anything, and I can feel your energy coming off of out of your body, between your heart, your mind, your heart, and your gut, and that will sum it up to me what kind of person you are, what kind of energy frequency that you give off. I do it too well. Like I'm really in tune. That's why if you notice all my videos, I catch unique things that people keep trying to downgrade. I feel that stuff before I even see it. Like honestly, if I'm pointing my camera, when those UFOs come through, I'll start feeling like a pull on me. I'll feel something pulling at me, and by the time I send my camera in that direction, you'll see it go across the sky. That's how it's been working from the jump. And if you ain't seen my video about my little alien encounter, go back through my videos. The one called Jerry, like that literally happened, y'all. Like my dreams are different from me laying in bed awake and seeing things, but that's another topic. You can go back and see the video. Just know that everything that I'm catching is authentic, unless the government is playing around, which I don't think they have the capacity to play around like that, especially with what I've been catching. It's just a different deal. All right, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and bounce. I appreciate all 6+ of y'all that came on into my 3 thumbs up. Man, y'all are awesome. Yo, matter of fact, shout y'all names out, please, real quick. I'm not doing this for clout. I want everybody to see who's on the line. Just type in or hit a period and shoot. We'll see your name, or just give a thumbs up or 1 or something. We want to see who's been watching me, if you care to. I appreciate y'all. Before I sign off, that way everybody can see. Because y'all have given me your time for this past 43 minutes. I appreciate you. I mean, on the messages, send a message. I want to see all your names. I want that to kind of, everybody can see that, because that's awesome. Big up to YouTube. We appreciate you, YouTube, for letting you use our platform, your platform rather, and assigning ourselves to it. We appreciate y'all for not shutting us down. Please don't shut us down. We're about to show you, the world is about to show y'all some miraculous stuff. Everybody keep looking up, looking around. Stay safe. There's a lot of people going crazy out there. Man, it's crazy. Just so much chaos and negativity attacking the world. And the ones that attack, especially they're attacking without cause, those are the demons that know they're here for a time and they know they're on their way out. So they're attacking everybody. The ones that are trying to really honestly do good, really focus on God, really be kind to each other without trying to pretend with an ulterior motive. Big ups to you. All right, y'all. I'll come back. Thought I can. We out of here. Poof.